Good day, ladies and gentlemen. I'm here today with Monika and Lee Williams. The two of you have been together for 5 years. In that 5 years, you've been engaged twice, prepared 2 weddings, canceled 2 weddings, and that's why you're here today. You're leaving him for good, and you want him to pay for half of the cost of all the weddings that you canceled. So that's why we're here. Ms. Dooley, I'm going to start with you. Why don't you tell me a little bit about the course of your relationship and why you're calling it quits totally today?
The reason I'm calling it quits is because I went through the moon and back for this man. I just want everything to work, and it's not working. The first wedding was planned off of us getting engaged, and that first wedding got called off for the fact that he was drunk and passed out.
Were you drunk and passed out when you were supposed to be getting married?
At the time, I was having a little bit to drink, but at that time we had no plans to get married at that time. I think.
So you weren't under the weather on your wedding day? That's what she seemed to say.
No, we were supposed to get married. It wasn't on that day. We were making plans to get married. But then when she came home and she found me like how I was, and
so she
got married.
Before the wedding, he was drunk and laid out in front of your family members, and it upset you when you called off the wedding.
Yes,
and he was supposed to be taking care of the kids.
Yes, especially
were they all were they little kids at the time?
My kids at that time were my kids are 10 now. They might have been 7.
Oh, so they were small.
They were
Williams,
small.
Were you drunk
younger.
when you're supposed to be taking care of the kiddies?
I was drinking that day. Yes, I was. But then there was also other family members in the house with us.
So you felt since you're not the sole adult, you could go ahead and get inebriated and it'd be okay.
There was one.
Yeah.
Right.
Does it ever bother you that your kids would see you all fall out drunk?
You know what? It does. It really does. And, and I've tried multiple times to stop, and I know that's a problem that I have, and I know that's something that, I'm working on.
Okay. Is that one of the primary reasons why you two can't quite get it together is because he does have a drinking problem?
Yes, because I love this man, and his family members want to blame it on me that he drinks, but it's not my fault because he's been drinking way before he even got with me.
Okay. Mr. Williams, what do you say is the primary problem between you and Ms. Dooley?
I think the primary problem is pretty much like just her attitude about things. Is just her.
Tell me about her attitude. Give me an example.
An example of, one night we were supposed to go out. And I went out with family members, and she did her job. She pressed my clothes and everything for me. And then we're supposed to meet at the club. And so one night, on that night, I go out and, family members were doing things that I didn't agree with. So I removed myself from the situation, went to the burger place, and we just had a burger. And then at the same time, she just comes in. Well, you're not where you supposed to be. You wasn't here. You told me you were going out with your family, and, you're not where you're supposed to be. And I was like, you know what? I didn't feel comfortable with the type of things that they were doing,
so I removed myself from the situation.
But why not call your wife?
I go, to the burger spot, and then, here she comes like, you're not supposed to be where you're supposed to be. And
well, were you supposed to meet her at that place?
I was.
At the other place? Did you call her and say, hey, babe, I'm not there, I'm someplace else?
At that time, my phone was dying.
No.
And so, eventually,
well, how did you expect her to find you?
No, it wasn't.
Huh?
How did you expect her to find you? And how did you find him?
Your Honor, the way that I found him
Come to
was
think of
this way. One, it was his birthday. And I'm sorry, I don't go out on my birthday looking like trash, so I don't expect my man to go out on his birthday looking like trash. The way that I found him was because my family member was messing with his family, and that's how I got a hold of him, was through his other family member.
So his other family member was there with his family members.
The family member he was with that I knew I could contact still is where he should have been. But no, he was around the corner doing this and that.
Wait, now he said he had a burger. Now, isn't that a reasonable... I mean, it wasn't like he was around the corner with a woman or he was around the corner with a bottle. He was around the corner with a burger.
There's a phone. Your phone was not dead. You have a phone to call, and if I'm calling
Let's say he was inconsiderate about that, but he removed himself from a sticky, dicey situation.
Right.
But even if I remove myself, I'm going to make sure that my man knows where I'm at.
but it's a small thing. He overlooked it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He
It's not
snuck
a small
out
thing,
before the
Jay.
police came, you know. And he was like, woo! And he sat down and he ate his little burger. He didn't
That's what
call
he's
you right
telling you.
away.
Right.
No, he didn't.
When she walked up on me, I was at the burger spot,
Doing nothing wrong,
doing
right?
nothing wrong by myself.
When I found him, thanks to somebody else, somebody else called him. Eventually, he answered his phone. He did not answer none of my phone calls, anything.
Do you think he was doing something wrong?
I don't think he was doing anything wrong. I just think that the fact that it was your birthday and your wife had, or your fiance had everything laid out for you, you should have been there too. Why go out looking like a bum on your birthday? Who does that?
So you're more mad about the fact that he didn't come home and change into the clothes that
It's
you would
not
iron
even
for
that.
him?
I'm mad for the fact that he left, period. He left with these family members that that are in question that he's talking about are the same family members after I had my son and everything else. These same family members make him do what he wants to do. He doesn't think for himself. He's the oldest of all of
Oh,
us.
so what
doesn't
what you're
think for
saying
himself.
is his own family is a bad influence on him, and you wish he'd stay away from them.
I won't say stay away from them, but yeah, you can conversate with them, but you need to have a limit. You need to make sure that you know where you are and what you're doing.
Oh, okay. I'm in total control of what I'm doing at all times.
But no, you're not. You just said you were drunk and passed out with the kiddies.
Okay, except for when I'm drinking. But
But you're drinking a lot, aren't you?
Pretty much just on the weekends. I don't drink all day, every day.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's like Friday, Saturday, football Sunday.
Well, we're going to talk about that in just a minute. Why don't you tell me why?
Well, one night, we were having a good night, and it was a peaceful night, and then I went through her phone, and I opened up her social media, and here it is, picture of another dude, you know what I mean? And all his private parts and all that stuff. And so I questioned her on it, and what she told me was, I don't want to talk about it. So I leave it alone. I'm like, okay, we ain't got to talk about it, but, eventually we going to have to talk about it. And she told me, it's just a friend from the past and this and that. And so I'm like, okay.
Did you have a picture of a dude with his situation all out on your telephone?
Yes, and I had.
And what were you doing with that picture?
Well, was I doing nothing? Because if I was doing something with it, it would have been deleted. My thing to him is, though, when we talked about it that night, I asked him not to talk about it because we were in his.
Stop.
We were in his family member's house where I had no family or anywhere else to go, so I asked him to wait till the morning to talk about it.
And in the morning, did you talk about it with him?
Nope.
I was willing to talk to him about it once we left the house,
that's
but
not-
I'm
Well, why
not
don't you
gonna do
talk
that.
to me about it?
Right.
Who would send you pictures of his situation?
A friend from the past, like years and years ago, and he just
And just
did-
all of a sudden, you popped into his head, he
Actually-
dropped his pants, snap,
Actually, first,
and pressed send. Is that what happened?
Look, she sent the picture first to him,
what
like reaching
picture
out.
of my face?
But she sent
She
the picture.
reached out to
I
him
sent him a
first.
face picture, and he sent me a situation picture. I didn't send him anything but a face picture. And
And up until the time where she left, she still was having that dialogue with him where it was like, okay, my husband saw the picture, you know what I mean? He didn't approve of it, but thank you anyway.
Did you do that?
no, I did not do
That
that.
is a lie.
You know, I
is a lie.
gotta say, some random guy, even if I knew him, even if I used to date him a long time ago, even if I dated him a long time ago, he sent me a picture of his situation, I would be immediate
I have
delete.
blocked him. He's
Delete.
deleted. He's deleted. He's deleted to this day, right now. For him, he's deleted. There's
But
no
I wouldn't even have
contact
to
at all.
delete it for him. I don't want to see all of that on the phone.
Up until the time
I
she
hear you.
left.
Why would you keep that?
Why would I keep it? Because it wasn't that important to me. If it
But
was important
apparently
to
it
me,
was,
I
right?
would have erased it. But it wasn't nothing that I just
Apparently it was
flipped through and
important if
saw
you got
through.
that
But
dialogue going with
You
One
flipped
night-
through it, you saw that, and didn't get to have the urge to delete anything.
to do what? No. I should have deleted it, but I didn't delete
That's
it. I'm
just
not gonna
nasty,
lie.
though. You know
Up
what
until
I
the
mean?
time, hey, Your Honor, up until the time when she
It
left.
lacks class. And, you know, you
That's
married
right.
another man,
That's
and
right.
you got
It
another
should have been
guy.
deleted. It's right. I correct that. It should have been deleted.
Holy moly!
Up until the time where she left, Up until the time where she left.
What happened when she left?
No, I'm saying up until she was keeping this dialogue with him up until the time that she left.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean? And it's like, okay, well, I seen it, but you still keeping it going. You still keeping in contact. You still keeping this, dialogue going.
Right.
The dialogue.
Other than that, do you believe she's actually cheating on you, or is that not that isn't huge? I mean,
Right.
my husband and I would have some deep discussions
Right.
about if we saw something like that on each other's phone. But are there other things that make you suspect, or did we pretty much cover it?
We covered it. I mean, there was, one time where we were supposed to jointly, have threesome. And so we were to pick the girl together. But at this time, she took it upon herself to meet the friend and do the friend. Or the friend did her. The friend did her. I'm sorry, the friend did her.
I don't know when the curse is gonna come.
I know. I was born 20 years too late. My prime should have been. Really?
Really.
My version of the almost threesome story was that he asked me for it, 1.
Right.
2, when I moved out to California from my family and everything else, okay, that's what he wanted. But with you leaving me,
Hang up, Mr. Williams.
with him leaving me at home by myself with 4 children and coming home on the weekends and doing what he does, not caring about us, not giving anybody any time, yeah, I seek attention. And to me, that's not cheating. So
he can't go to get a burger without telling you. That's a problem. But you have sexual relations with another person, and that's not cheating to you because
Another woman?
this
No.
man is working. So it has to
Working.
do with.
no, working he can do, but what he needs to understand is that working, I had 2 jobs in California before he even went back to his job. So was I able to fulfill those jobs? No, because he told me not to take it. So the fact that I don't work is whack.
Well, that's not what I was talking about.
Yeah, you talk about the females and the other stuff, but no, I can't do it. Like,
reason
no,
why I told her
I
not to
feel
work
like it's
because
not
the
cheating
situation.
because,
Right.
and even when I had my friend come over, I had a friend come over. He was drinking and passed out.
11 o'clock is
We-
not passed out.
Hang
11
on.
o'clock is sleep.
It was about 12 noon.
No,
it was about
not no
noonish.
12 noon.
The sun
So
was
what
still
happened
up.
when- what happened?
No, it was not no 12
What happened
noon.
was we woke him up. He didn't wake up. We went upstairs and we played, and that was the end of it. And he was still asleep at the end of it
11 o'clock, Judge, is not
at noon.
sleep.
Yeah,
11
it's
o'clock
noon.
is nighttime.
That's 11 o'clock.
Y'all arguing over what time of day.
Look, hey, Judge,
The failed threesome occurred.
listen, when you do your you don't do it at 12 o'clock in the day, you do it at night, right?
I don't think that's relevant.
It doesn't matter.
I don't think you at all understand my dismay.
I do.
The whole idea of it, you bring in, random, radicalized, free
Thank you.
over there just to do this, that, and the other thing. You sleep, you up there doing who knows what. Somebody say something that's not going to upset me.
It's a lot gonna upset you.
Is there anything else you think I need to know about Ms. Dooley?
I love her. I love her, and I think she's a good person. She has a good heart. I just, think some of her ways is like kind of out of attitude, crookedness. Not crookedness,
Attitude
but
issues.
Just attitude issues.
Attitude
anger issues.
Gotcha.
And anger issues. Anger for just angry just because.
Just because.
Just because.
Wake up angry.
Wake up angry.
No particular reason, whatever. Mad,
Wake up
cussing and
angry.
fussing
Yep.
out the gate. Mrs.
Sky is
Dooley,
nice
are you
and blue.
cussing and fussing out the gate?
No, I'm not.
You
Your Honor.
cuss.
Do you have an attitude problem at all, Ms. Dooley?
I'll admit I have an attitude problem, but my attitude problem only comes out when he's been drinking or when there's something else. When he goes to the touchy-feely place, and like I said, when he's drinking, I don't want to be touched. I'd rather you be sensible, because if he hasn't been drinking, he's sitting on his phone like this. He's not touching me.
She has an attitude when she don't got THC in her life. If she don't have THC in her life, attitude. When
Oh,
she got
okay.
it, she cool.
She cool.
She cool.
All righty. One house?
Yes.
For money you say you spent for one or two of the canceled weddings?
It was the one, the
Just
first
the
one.
one, the first one. The hall deposit for $1,000, dress was $600, jewelry $100.
Yes.
Do you have any evidence of any of these expenditures?
I have the dress, but I do not have the receipts from the rest of them.
Beautiful dress.
Thank you.
$599. There you go.
And that was
Now,
a joint thing.
who do you claim canceled that first wedding?
I canceled
canceled
it, but
both
that's
of them.
because I couldn't marry somebody that didn't have respect for the two most important people in my life.
Ms. Dooley shouldn't have been drunk and passed out, no doubt about it. There were some other adults there, so it's not as traumatizing as I believe
Right.
it was. But for you to cancel a wedding because of something like that, and you had to know the guy was a drinker, and drinkers don't
She drink
often
with
choose
me.
when they're going to fall out. They just fall out when they do.
She
and
drink
for you
with
to
me.
cancel
Wait,
out
she
a
drink with
wedding,
me.
that is silly. And you stayed with him. You have a kid with him. Your kids treat him like their father. You can't be silly. You were mad because he excused himself from a situation and had a burger. You went off and slept with another woman. You think he should be okay with that, but mad
He
because the
did
man
the
went and had a
same,
burger
though.
and didn't tell you where he was.
He did
you
the
gotta
same.
listen. You need to get it together, but I will tell you this. You canceled the wedding. It was your decision. The bad is on you. He doesn't owe you that money. He would have married you if he was, he'd have sobered up and walked down that aisle.
Right.
He didn't make the decision
Right.
to cancel the wedding. Therefore, I cannot award you any money for it. There will be no recovery in this matter. It is so.
बाप के तौर पर उसकी जिम्मेदारियों में मुदाखलत कर रही थी। जज लियान टेलर ने ली की तरफ रुख किया और सबसे अहम सवाल पूछा, क्या आप यही चाहते हैं कि आपके बच्चे देखें? ली ने इतराफ़ किया कि नहीं, वो ये नहीं चाहता। उसका शराब पीना एक मसला था और दावा किया कि वो तब्दीली के लिए काम कर रहा है, लेकिन मोनिका को यकीन नहीं था। उसने इस्तदलाल किया कि ली के ख़ानदान ने उसके शराब नोशी के लिए उस पर गैर मुनसाना तौर पर इल्ज़ाम लगाया। इस बात पर इसरार किया और शराब के साथ उसके मसाइल उसकी ज़िंदगी में आने लगे और इसके मसाइल ज़िंदगी में पहले से मौजूद थे। फिर जज ने ली से पूछा उनके ख़याल में उनके ताल्लुकात में सबसे बड़ा मसला क्या है। उसने खूब सादा सा जवाब दिया। उसका रवैया, वो गुस्से से उठी। मोनिका ने इनकार नहीं किया, उसकी बजाय उसने जवाबी फायरिंग की कि उसका ये रवैया आम तौर पर उस वक्त ज़ाहिर होता है जब ली पीता है, और जब उसने अपना प्यार दिखाना छोड़ दिया था तब ही जज लियान टेलर ने असल मसला को पहचान लिया। एक शख्स नहीं था जिससे रिश्ता तोड़ दिया, ये एक जहरीला चक्कर था। ली के पीने से मोनिका का गुस्सा बढ़ गया। मोनिका के गुस्से ने मज़ीद तनाज़ात को हवा दी और उनमें से कोई भी इस तर्ज के तोड़ने के काबिल नहीं था। लेकिन जब कमरे अदालत ने सोचा कि केस मज़ीद पेचीदा नहीं हो सकता और इस एक और बम मंजर आम पर आया, ली ने इंकशाफ किया कि मोनिका को एक और आदमी की तरफ से एक नामुनासिब तस्वीर मौसूल हुई थी और फौरी तौर पर बातचीत ख़त्म करने की बजाय उसने इससे बातचीत जारी रखी। मोनिका ने अपना दिफा करते हुए कहा कि ये वो शख्स महज एक पुराना दोस्त था और उसने तस्वीर नहीं मांगी थी, लेकिन जज लियान टेलर ने उज़र नहीं ख़रीद रहा था। अगर किसी बेतरतीब आदमी ने मुझे ऐसा कुछ भेजा तो मैं उसे ब्लॉक कर दूंगा और गुफ्तगू को फ़ौरन डिलीट कर दूंगा। तुमने क्यों नहीं किया? मोनिका ने जवाब तकरीबन मुस्तरद कर दिया था। ये अहम नहीं था, लेकिन जज के लिए ये अहम था, क्योंकि बाज़ औक़ात मसला ये नहीं होता कि पैगाम कौन भेजता है, ये है कि आपका दरवाज़ा खुला रखने का इंतखाब करते हैं। इसके बाद ऐसा इंकशाफ हुआ जिसने कमरे अदालत का दर्जा हरारत बदल ही दिया। ली ने दावा किया कि जोड़े ने पहले ही किसी दूसरे शख्स को अपने ताल्लुकात में लाने के बारे में बात की थी, लेकिन उनकी गवाही के मुताबिक मोनिका ने बाद में एक हद पार की जब वो सो रही थी और दूसरे औरत के साथ मुबाशरत कर गए। मोनिका ने इसरार किया कि यह धोखाधड़ी नहीं, क्योंकि उसे यकीन है कि वो सिर्फ तवज्जो मांग रही है। जज लियान टेलर हक्का बक्का रह गया। जज ने मंतक को बराह रास्त चैलेंज करते हुए कहा, जोड़े के पीछे बातचीत से कतई नज़र खुफिया तौर पर तयशुदा अबूर करना अब भी इनमें एतमाद और ख़यानत है। और फिर रकम का तनाज़ा आया। मोनिका ने अपनी पहली मनसूख शुदा तलाक से अखराजात के लिए $1700 का मुतालबा किया, जिसमें जगह जमा लिबास और ज़ेवरात शामिल थे, लेकिन जज टेलर ने इस दावे को मुस्तरद कर दिया। इस्तदलाल सीधा था। मनिका ने शादी का मनसूख करने का इंतखाब किया था जब ली ने अब इससे शादी करना चाहती थी। आपने इंतखाब किया, जज ने वजाहत की। आपसे इसकी कीमत अदा करने पर मजबूर नहीं करेंगे, लेकिन सबसे ताकतवर लम्हा बिल्कुल आखिर में आया जब जज टेलर ने मोनिका को बताया कि वो ली की खामियों की निशानदही पर इस कदर तवज्जो मरकूज़ कर चुकी है कि उसने अपनी जांच करना छोड़ दिया। जज ने उससे कहा, आपको बाकी सब खामियां नज़र आने लगी हैं, लेकिन आप आईने में देखने से इनकार करते हैं और यही असल केस है। ये महज शराब, धोखाधड़ी, मनसूखशुदा शादियों या पसीने की या पीने की कहानी नहीं थी। ये इल्ज़ाम के चक्कर में फंसे हुए दो अफराद के बारे में था, एक दूसरे को कायल करता था। मसला ये है, जब दोनों में से कोई भी अपने रवैये का सामना करने को तैयार नहीं। मोनिका ने एहतसाब का मुतालबा करते हुए कमरा अदालत में दाखिल हुई, लेकिन इससे पहले वो किसी और को जवाबदेह ठहराती। जज ने इससे एक ऐसे शख्स का सामना करने पर मजबूर किया जिससे वो बच नहीं सकती थी खुद। बाज़ औक़ात मुश्किल तरीन फ़ैसला उस बारे में नहीं होता कि कौन सही है या गलत, कभी कभी आखिरकार आईने में देखने की हिम्मत होनी चाहिए। आपको लियान टेलर का फ़ैसला कैसा लगा? अपनी कीमती राय कमेंट्स में ज़रूर दीजिएगा।